everyone. Can you hear my audio? Well, if you can hear my audio, please let me know. Can you guys all see my screen? All right. Thank you for joining us today for our Grandstream GVC hosted product webinar. And I'd like to thank you, GVC for organizing this webinar. And thank you all for participating in this webinar. So let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Kenny Mo. I'm sales manager at Grandstream Networks. And GVC is our longtime partner in Malaysia. So GVC is basically the only partner we have for Grandstream, with Grandstream. So we have a long-term relationship. So if you're looking for any unified communication, networking solutions, GVC is the first thing that can pop up in your head. So today's webinar will be about work from home solutions and some of our new product releases. So for those who don't know about Grandstream, I'd like to introduce our company briefly. So Grandstream Networks was founded in 2002, and we have over 600 employees. Half of them are working in R&D development departments, and we have a product portfolio ranging from our business conferencing IP phones, and we have also networking devices and facility access systems and award-winning IPVideo. So our headquarters located in Boston, and our APEC office is located in Los Angeles. And our R&D is in Texas, and we have China, Morocco, and other part of our regional offices worldwide. So we primarily serving small to medium-sized businesses, as well as enterprise markets, and even smaller consumer markets. So our mission, Grandstream's mission, is we believe in connecting the world, and we believe every business, large or small, should have the tools to communicate from anywhere and any device. We design products to make this belief a reality. So let's move on to our remote work and collaboration solutions. So our agenda today for this work from home solutions. So what you need to consider when you have the need for remote work, and some of our remote solutions. And we like to focus more on video conferencing and some endpoints, conferencing solutions today. And also we have all types of IP phones available for your needs. And we also have Wi-Fi networking solutions, Wi-Fi access points and management system. And lastly, we're going to cover some of the examples, our deployment examples. So when you consider remote work, actually you need to consider IP phones, wireline IP phones. Instead of deploying that kind of phones, actually you can use our Wi-Fi and DAC-based wireless phone, codeless phones at home or in your remote offices. So we've been thinking what types of solutions in our portfolio deliver best solutions for your work from home environment or remote work environment. And if you are dealing with IT manager or network manager, they have to consider about how to remotely monitor or manage all those devices on cloud-based. So we have that kind of solution. So we have three categories for remote work solutions. First thing, IPVideo talk on your laptop, which is WebRTC-based applications that can be used from any device. If you're working from your laptop, if you use your smartphone, your PC, desktop PC, whatsoever. So IPVideo talk is basically conferencing solutions. And also we deliver GVC Series, which are our video conference devices coupled with the applications. The second one is obviously our mainstream products, voice over IP product lineups. So it includes IPPV and cordless phones, wireline phones, IP phones, and video phones for your needs, and even analog telephone adapters, which is ATAs at the bottom. And we also have cloud-based GDMS. So DMS means Device Management System. So IT manager or network IT manager can leverage our cloud-based management system for control and monitor every device, every remote device. And lastly, our networking solutions. So access points, Wi-Fi access points, we deliver. So I'm going to cover the newly released products as well for access points, new access points. And we have a GWN cloud platform, which basically manages the APs from cloud. So first thing, IPVideo talk. So after this, presentation, I'm going to show you the IPVideo talk, how to make the best use of IPVideo talk. I'll show you the live demo afterwards. So it's basically for your remote meetings, virtual classrooms, online fitness classes, something like this. And actually, you can use this, as in the picture, you can use from your laptop, your Android phone, iPhone. We deliver all those kinds of applications as well. So it's any type of device will be used for this application, conferencing application. So we now have three different plans to choose from. The first one is free service, which is basic plan. The second one is pro plan. We have business plan. So before this, coronavirus COVID-19 crisis, actually we provide a small number of participants for basic free plan. But now we provide 50 participants. So it's very useful when you have regardless of the number of people you have to engage in a meeting or a webinar. So right now for the basic plan, we provide unlimited webinars that's going to last until the end of September. So you can make the best use of it. And if you subscribe to Pro Plan, which will cost the customer $9.99 per month, so that would have 100 participants and 49 video feeds. And last plan, $14.99. So you can actually engage 150 participants in the conference, in the meeting, in the webinar. And those Pro and business plans, which are paid plans, so we support unlimited webinars, unlimited number of webinars. So here's the brief comparison with other solutions in the market. So you may have heard, Zoom and GoToMeeting and Cisco WebEx meetings. So you can, as you compare, we deliver much more video feeds than other solutions in the market, and we deliver cloud recording. If you go back to basic plans, we also deliver for 512 megabytes of cloud recording storage for basic plan as well. So if you are subscribed to business plan, we provide 5 gigabyte storage for recording of your meetings or webinars. And you may have read some article regarding on the security issue on Zoom platform, and some big enterprise, they actually ban using Zoom platform for internal use. And you may have noticed that Zoom platform supports some application-based conferencing as well. But IPVideo Talk is 100% web-based, so we are not vulnerable to any security issues known in the market. So you can pitch that when you when you propose IPVideo Talk, we are safe. We have no security issues so far because it's all web-based. And coupled with IPVideo Talk application, Grandstream provides GVC Series, which stands for Video Conferencing Endpoint, Video Conferencing Device. So you can actually use in the real world deployment. So right now we have 3 models in our portfolio. So our previous 2 models, GVC 3200, 3202, they have lots of use cases in the market. And we have the GVC 3210, which has built-in mic and speaker, so you don't need any audio conferencing device. So GVC 3210 is more for your needs when you don't really have to set up an audio conferencing device. And in the previous slide, actually, the person in the picture is Spanish Prime Minister, and he's using our GVC Series video conference device coupled with GAC 2500, our audio conferencing device, for his meetings with cabinet. So that's a good use case. You can find more information on our website. And I'm going to announce you new video conferencing equipment later on. And IPVT10, this is enterprise grade in-house on-premise conferencing server to our large scale deployment. And some customers will look for some solutions for on-premise video conferencing server instead of leveraging our cloud-based video conferencing service. So that's when you can actually propose our IPVideo Talk 10, IPVT10 solutions for that. And it supports up to 300 participants. So if you have any potential customers, prospects who are looking for larger scale deployments for video conferencing, so this is the one you could propose to them. And our VoIP solutions. So in summary, actually, we have GCM series, which are IPv access, and GXP series are our video phones and our cordless phones. So DAC phone and wireless phones, Wi-Fi. And our presence and future of our IP phone portfolio, GRP series, after GXP series, we do have existing GXP models in the in our portfolio, but we'll have more of GRP series in the future. And we have GS Wave, our mobile application you can use on your smartphone, any of your smartphone, whether it's Android or iOS based. And we have HD series, which are ATAs. So if you have an analog phone to use and you need to connect it to our IP network, to the network, and then HD series is the one you can use. And if you are using your fax machine and you need to connect it to IP network, so HD series is the one for your remote office, home office. And GDMS is, like I said, is device management system to control our devices. So UCM series undoubtedly is our core of our IPPBX portfolio, and I'm happy to announce new UCM series later on. So you may have a lot of knowledge and information about our previous UCM series. And we have GXP series. Yeah, when I worked at ITSP in Korea, actually I did a global project. So it was hundreds of thousands of Grandstream video phones deployed globally, and there was no issue, zero issue in provisioning all those 100,000 units worldwide. So actually, we are very optimistic about whether it's a larger scale deployments. We don't have any issues in provisioning and all that. So we've been enhancing our GXP series quite a lot over time. So if you're looking for video solutions for your small and medium-sized enterprise or larger scale deployments or even consumer residential home office, so this is a good solution to add to their network. And WP series, which is Wi-Fi phones actually. So these days, a lot of homes and a lot of remote offices have Wi-Fi access points available already. So our WP series is very easy to deploy. So typically, it has a high demand in enterprise, not only in enterprise, but also in hospitals. So I personally did a project on General Hospital, and that hospital needed to have mobility inside the building in the hospital. The doctors, nurses, and staff, other staff, they had a need for mobility. They needed to roam around in the building. So that's why they built up many AP access points, Wi-Fi access points inside the building. And after that, they wanted to have cordless phones instead of fixed phones because they had to move a lot. So that was there were a couple of that case studies in Korea for using Wi-Fi phones. And also, in emergency situation, you may need to have, push-to-talk feature as well. So our WP series supports push-to-talk feature for such emergency situation. That's why it's very optimal for usage in hospitals or warehouses, logistics, security. So mission critical environments. It's very optimal for those customers needs. And the previous vendors, previous manufacturers, other manufacturers don't usually provide this kind of feature, push to talk. So it's a very good differentiator in our portfolio. And DP series is basically DEC phones, DEC wireless phones, DEC codeless phones. So the difference between a WP series Wi-Fi phone and DEC phone is that DP DEC phone needs a base station. In the picture, you see the DEC station on the left, and actually you have to pair them. You need to connect DEC base station with the handset, each handset. So it's a main difference. But if you using WP series, actually you don't really have any base station. All you need is Wi-Fi access point, which will be there already. And it has a very short distance, 50-meter range, support from base station. So it has some limited usage. But if you are in an environment where there's no Wi-Fi connections, Wi-Fi access point availability, then you can deploy DEC phones with DEC station. And GRP series, like I mentioned, it's our present and future of our IP phone series of Grandstream. So basically, you have dual LCDs for your extension display, and some of the models support Wi-Fi. So you can leverage Wi-Fi access point as well, even though it looks like a desk phone. It supports Wi-Fi network, so you don't really have to connect it to wireline network. And like I mentioned, we have GDMS, device management system. So basically, all of our GRP series phones actually supported on that platform for device management and provisioning. So zero config is available for all those deployments. And we have HT series, our 1-port, 2-port gateways, ATAs, where need in your remote office or home office. And if you use your fax machine, you need to connect it to IP network, then this is the solution you need. And GS Wave, Grandstream Wave. I personally like this because, I don't think there are any other, vendors, IP phone manufacturers who deliver this type of mobile application. Yeah, I've done some of the projects, mobile application, but many mobile applications, VoIP application has a problem, has an issue with battery consumption on your smartphone. I've been using this a lot, just Wave. It's very effective even though it's running in the background of a smartphone, it doesn't really consume a lot of batteries, smartphone batteries. So I'm registered to at any time to our UCN. and it supports up to 6 SIP accounts altogether. So if you use different, if you need to connect your mobile application, VoIP application to different multiple, PBX, then you can actually connect to you can use your multiple SIP accounts for your needs. And like I said, for managers, IT and network managers, GDMS is the solution to monitor and manage the devices deployed in their network. So lastly, we have networking solutions, GWN Series and GWN.Cloud. So our access points series and GWN.Cloud, you can go to that website and find out more details. And here's the some of the use cases of our remote work solutions. So in the picture, actually, this is the medical school, and it's going to be it's done through online. So they're using our IPVideo talk and GVC series in the classroom for remote online classes for this medical school. And healthcare, as I mentioned. So they're using our video phones, IPVideo talk for their meetings, and telehealth solutions with the patients, something like that. And also they are using our Wi-Fi, Wave solutions as well. And yeah, I explained about this, even government officials, Spanish Prime Minister, he's been using our solutions in reality. So let me go real quick over the IPVideo talk demo. So IPVideotalk.com, this is where you can get access to our portal, IPVideo talk. So on your right top, you see 3 basic plans. If you click on that, then you enter your email, display name, country, state, province, business name, company size for reference. This is only for reference. And verification code on the right. And click on sign up, and you're good to go. And your account will be created, and you will get email confirmation request. And if you click on the email, then you will good to go. You confirm for registration, and you are signed up. And after signing up, you enter your email address here. Sorry. Yeah, I have this in progress. So if you if you like to schedule a meeting, there's 2 types of two options: meeting or webinar. So let me click on meeting here, and it shows you what kind of plan you're subscribed to. Right now, I'm subscribed to business plan, so it supports up to 150 participants. So you enter the subject here. Organizer is already there. You can choose whatever time zone you're in. Right now, I'm Seoul. And you can set a start time. You see the calendar, start time. like this. And the default duration is 1 hour, so you can change it like 30 minutes. And if you have your weekly meeting, recurring meeting, then you can click right here. And then every week on Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, you can choose. And you are advised to enter, password for security reasons. So you can actually enter any password you might want to use. And description agenda, you can just type in. And if someone is not available to get access to their web online, then they can dial in to participate in the meeting. So if you click, the default is US number here. So if you select this select number, you can find Malaysia number here. You can click on that and save. And servers prefer location. So right now we have 3 locations. So you may want to choose Tokyo. And if you want to record automatically, you can click on here. If you don't want a recording, then just leave it like that. So this, if you click on this and save schedule, actually you'll have the meeting will begin start recording automatically at the beginning of the meeting or webinar. And attendance controls, those 3 are clicked already. So if you don't want to hear any beep sound when new attendee joins, then you can check it off. And if you don't want to display attendance list, then you can check it off as well. And here you can enter any invitees, the people you want to invite. You can enter their emails right here. And you can choose meeting layout. So I usually use auto tile. So if you like to change the format of the meeting layout, then you can choose different options. And then if you click on schedule, that will be in like this. So if you want to edit, add invitees, or change something, you can click on edit, and then you can add more invitees or like that. And if you want to schedule webinar, it's pretty much the same, but pretty much the same. But the difference is that you can add panelists here. You can add their name, email address, so that they could participate as a panel, not inviting. And you can also, when the automated email, when this schedule is done, their email, actually you can customize registration page like here. So basically, the default layout is pretty simple and good because it already has name, email, and country. So you can just keep it right there, like that. And also you can customize the registration page when they go to. And email settings, the default setting reminder is 15 minutes before meeting. So you can select 1 hour, so any time you like to have, like 30 minutes before meeting, you can do that. thank you email, missed you email. You can customize all those meetings, all those thank you afterward emails, afterward messages. All right. Yeah, you'll get the PowerPoint slides from Jason Max after our webinar. And if you like to leave some questions, use the Q&A tab. Q&A tab. You see right here. And the last one for this webinar is our product release announcement. Just a minute. So this is the slides for our new product roadmap from May until July. So actually this one is already released, WP-A10. So the difference between the previous model, WP-A20, our Wi-Fi phone, is the size of the screen got a little smaller than the previous one, and also it has a little less, battery life, battery capacity, but it still supports 6-hour talk, 120-hour standby, and it supports HD voice. So we're getting a lot of great feedback from our, partners, existing partners, and potential customers. Some of the potential customers are using it are a beta version, but what I like to recommend that when you get new device, make sure that you have updated firmware, because I personally have this WP-A10 myself for testing, and I tried to use it in old firmware, and there was some issue in battery. So once I updated the firmware to the latest version, which are available on our website, it's so great. The battery runs forever. So we're getting a lot of great feedback from our existing partners who already are working on potential customers. They have provided such great feedback. And the next one, we have this GWN 7605, our mid-tier new Wi-Fi access point. So I think this access point can be deployed in any enterprise, small, medium-sized environment, because it supports, latest version of dual band beamforming technology, and it supports up to 100 concurrent Wi-Fi client devices, and it can definitely be managed on our GWN.cloud management platform as well. So this one will probably be officially released in May. And also we have more high-end GWN 7615 access points as well. This is going to be released in May. If it's later than that, it could be in June. And like I said earlier, we have new GVC 3212 device. So difference with the previous model, GVC 3210. So this only supports IPVideo talk meeting platform. So this is kind of IPVideo talk dedicated equipment, dedicated endpoint for the use, and it obviously supports all the Wi-Fi network available, which will remove the need for wireline. And it has dual microphones with 3-meter pickup distance. So this will not be optimal for really big, large conference room, but it can support middle-sized or huddle room-based, conference. And it supports Miracast and AirPlay, wireless content sharing as well. So it doesn't really require many wires, unnecessary wires. And it has one HDMI port and 2 USB ports. So just keep in mind that this is only for IPVideo talk applications. And the price will be very competitive with other solutions in the market. And this one is really high-end video conferencing equipment, GVC 3220. So it's UHD multimedia conference system. So this one will succeed our previous GVC 3210 video conferencing device. So it has all types of compatibility and integrated Wi-Fi. It supports Wi-Fi multimedia, and also it has a 8-megapixel sensor and 12-time zoom PTZ, and it runs on the latest version of Android, which is 9.0 operating system, 9. So this will succeed our existing model, and it looks similar to 3200 series. And GDM 1208, this is for a large, if you imagine a large conference room, there'll be so many participants in the conference room. So this is basically the wireless microphone, so that every participant will have the access to. And it has a display, so you can monitor the status of the battery on the right-hand side. It supports Bluetooth. So this is a desktop wireless microphone for usage in conferencing environment, conferencing situation. And we have 2 different GSC, IP-based IP cameras. Right here, it looks like this. So this will be released soon, in May or June. We are working on it, working on the latest firmware. And this one, it's part of our facility management system. So it's HD intercom and facility control station. So is also SIP-based. So all of our products are SIP-based, right? So all those cameras and facility management control station, they are well be managed on the Wi-Fi network and wireline network. So this has a 7-inch capacitive touch screen, so it doesn't have any physical buttons. So you can actually touch on the screen and make the best use of the facility device. You can manage all of the devices, and it's interworking with our existing SIP device as well. So it'll be released soon in May, or end of May. And we have one more thing coming, which is our UCM, new UCM series, UCM 6300 series. So our new series will have 4 different models here. So it supports ranging from 100 to up to 6,000. Only recently, we were able to maximize, increase the numbers of users in our platform. So like the earlier models, it doesn't require any paid license, user license. The user license is free. That's why we can continue to be competitive in the market. The concurrent calls will be 500 up to. This is the high-end model, and the difference will be it'll be much more compatible with video conferencing solutions. So we'll have more features, and specific features will be announced later, hopefully in the upcoming following webinars. So we'll try to get the webinars as early as possible when we have finalized all those features. So that's end of our webinar today. So if you have more questions, just let us know. Thank you very much for participating in this seminar, in this webinar. I appreciate it a lot. So if you have any further questions, you can reach out to JSMAX for any inquiries, any requests for demo units, something like that. Anything we could support. Yes, we're going to provide you the slides in PDF format later on. So I hope you guys all safe and healthy in this unprecedented crisis. And I look forward to our following webinars on our products. So today's webinar was just overviewing all those solutions we have at Grandstream to provide for any remote office, home office environment. So we kind of combine all together, and this is kind of overview. So if you have any suggestions for future webinars, like in specific solutions, just let us know so that GDMS and Grandstream will organize following webinars for you and provide support, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your participation. And I like you to, if you are quite new to Grandstream, actually, I highly recommend that you visit our website and find more material on our, different types of solutions. They are all available. The data sheets are available. So I encourage you to visit our website. After this webinar, you can find almost every detail about our products and solutions. And I would appreciate it if you provide more feedback and questions, to Jason Max will be there to help you out. And Jason Max and Grandstream are working as a team, as one team. All right. So I think we covered a couple of questions already. All right. So thank you again for joining us. And I look forward to meeting you next time. Thank you very much. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.